Are you ready? Shall I do an intro?
Do an intro.
Do an intro. You're our intro man.
He's
What
the
do we
intro
pay
guy.
you for if not intros?
That's what you pay for. Okay. Whew. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a 204 podcast with me, Adam,
Hello.
Puppetsquid, and
Hey.
Toil.
Hi.
Woo! We're all here.
I was trying to do my high-pitched, nice, friendly voice. I don't think that came across. Fuck it.
You can't see this in the podcast, but outside my window there's some people cheering, holding up signs with all our names on it. So
man,
we've already got
so
quite a
good.
following. It's good.
We've got fans.
Right,
we call them peons.
Okay.
No,
I've
you
thrown
called them
down-
peons.
Not because of what we do to them.
I have thrown down a D4 for us to pick who will go first.
Okay.
Okay, so was it roll highest?
Yeah, highest roll goes first.
I'm going to go out on a limb. Should I be able to see this dice? Because I can't see any of your pointers and I can't see the dice either.
This isn't very good, is it?
I heard something just today, that apparently when John Wayne died and they did the autopsy, he had an extraordinary amount of poop still inside him. He hadn't pooped for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's what I heard.
Is that why he
Maybe.
walks so funny?
Does anyone think that W and A is a word?
What?
Use it in a sentence.
You could have put we.
Yeah, but look,
Yeah, I think,
I'm on the double letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a word.
But
Yeah, I know that.
that isn't a word.
What? We don't know that it's not a word. Do you know what?
Well,
I've got the Scrabble
I know.
dictionary on my phone.
Oh, look, of course he does.
I've got something.
Hate wank is what we've got. We're going
Oh,
with
of
hate wank.
course. Hate wank.
Hate wank is what we're
Hate
starting
wank.
with. This is a strong start.
I'm happy.
Hate
I'm
wank.
happy this is what we've ended up with. I've got a question for y'all. The internet shuts down in 1 hour. It will never be back again. How will you spend this hour?
Read a book.
Playing Scrabble.
Playing Scrabble.
I've
I
made
guess
my
that's
choice.
another question. That's another question where it's dependent on what we're doing right now. I'm kind of like, well, shit. I'll probably just talk to my friends for a bit.
Actually,
well, no, because the internet's down, and we're all doing this on the internet.
Well, that's what I mean. It shuts down in an hour, so
Wait,
we
you
may as
guys-
well keep playing and talking to our friends.
true.
Wait,
and then
it
as
shuts
soon
down
as it shuts
forever?
down, I have, normal, non-digital version of Scrabble, so I'll just continue playing.
Yeah, but I live like 200, 300 miles away.
Oh yeah, I play Scrabble alone a lot.
Oh.
It's difficult, but the multiple personalities help.
Yeah. Adam?
I might start that Instagram account I've always been talking about. Seems like the perfect time.
You just put up a load of pictures of you, like, selfies doing shit all, and then in an hour nobody will be able to see him again.
If you went to the pound shop and picked up something from some, like, Chinese Christians, this is what it'd say.
What?
We wise. Hey, twang.
You know, I want to disagree, but I think you're just correct on that one.
I think I am. So like you were saying about if the internet went down in an hour, we are all old enough to have lived without the internet, which was for some people.
But it's more that the internet has made it possible for me to be connected with people.
Mm.
You know, because think about this. I speak to you guys, who are miles and miles away from me, way more than I speak to people I live near.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
As it
Oh,
should
And
be.
if I lost that, then I'd probably be on my own, like, way more. And that would suck.
If you say we remember the pre-internet days, that also shows we're quite old, and it'd be about 10 o'clock by then, so I'd probably just go to bed and deal with it tomorrow.
Oh, another great selection of letters there. It's like somebody went to Carol and said, "Can I have 4 consonants, please?" And then she gave them 4 consonants.
That's what they asked for.
That is her job.
That's how the game works.
And then
What a useless joke that was. What an asshole.
Dave, has Reddit got another
Ooh.
question for us?
Yeah, I will give you this other question. All right, I'm going to change one of the words because it's a store in America and we're not in America. But I will use you're given $10,000, but we'll say pounds.
Okay.
But you can only spend it at Asda. What are you buying?
Is it a local Asda, like one of those mini ones, or is it a superstore?
Important question.
I'm going to say you can't buy TVs or high-end gadgets there.
What the fuck? Oh, all right. I'm going to buy a load of games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't mention
Yeah,
that.
that would make sense to me.
I know exactly what I would buy.
Yeah?
What would you buy?
Basically, all of the Yankee candles they have.
Ooh, good
Every
one.
Every single
Sorry?
one of them. Like, everything they have in stock. The storeroom, all of it. And probably the Christmas, like, cinnamon scented Febreze, because that stuff is off the chain.
How much to purchase a member of the staff?
To buy a member of the staff. I imagine
More than 10k, I'd expect.
more than 10k, yeah. Plus, I don't think the slavery lasts in this country.
Oh.
Definitely not.
All right, let me rephrase.
You could
How
try
much?
and buy somebody out of their job, though. If you really needed a job, like, full-time, you could be like, I'll give you 10k if you quit and give me a job.
Yeah, that's true.
And eventually,
They'd probably be
job
like,
security and probably, like, the, benefits, the corporate benefits, would probably work out ahead eventually.
the benefits of working at a supermarket. Ugh. I've got a question for you.
Okay.
How do chubby girls feel about having their tummies kissed?
Ooh.
None of us are chubby girls!
No. You need
Nope.
to start.
Yeah, but it's a question, so I feel like I should throw it out.
If I can offer some insight in this, I do have experience. I couldn't tell you. I'll give you two pieces of advice when it comes to larger girls. One,
Okay.
if they've been out drinking for an entire evening, their body contours will basically act like a funnel, pouring all the sweat down to that most magical of areas.
Oh man.
So
I
don't
didn't need that.
don't go down on them after a disco evening. That's what I'm saying.
After a
Yeah, I
disco
understood.
evening.
I didn't need the further explanation.
And number two piece of advice: don't get on top of them and say, "I can see my house from here."
Did they not
Have you
like
done
that?
this?
I have done both of these things.
You've done both those things.
Yeah, but the laugh was worth it. In my
Oh.
own mind, it was worth it.
Fails. that feels suitable after
The double word
after
score
that
doesn't-
after that advice.
Yeah.
Fails.
Double word
And
score doesn't
gunk.
count, does it?
Gunk feels suitable for that as well. Okay, I've got a question for you.
Yes, please.
You are an evil deserted island. What 3 items do you prevent people stranded on you from having?
Oh. Matches.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to count lighter in that as well.
Books. Because fuck Radio 4. No, discs. That's what I was looking for, discs. Because fuck Radio 4. Yeah, there you go. No discs on my desert island.
I'm an evil deserted island.
Yeah, you are the evil deserted island. What 3 items do you prevent people stranded on you from having?
Air.
That's not an item.
That's not an item.
You are a death island.
You are the island of death.
Can the concepts work here, by the way?
Huh?
The concepts work.
I imagine it's the same as if you were asked, like, what 3 items would you take to a deserted island? You wouldn't say fucking air, because that's a given. You'd assume that would be there.
You might assume it's a given. I'd be worried there'd be no air.
Well, if there's not, then it doesn't really fucking matter, does it?
It
'Cause
does
you're
if I
just
say I
dead.
want air,
Why would you take air when you could take a spacesuit?
Exactly.
because it runs out of
No.
air.
No, yeah, I'd hate that. That would be like knowing you're gonna die. Whereas if you just got there, you'd be like, ah, shit, sucks. Whereas if you had a spacesuit, you'd be like, fuck, I think this is gonna run out of air soon.
Desert island, you'd cook to death very quickly in a spacesuit.
I think I'd say that I've never
Yeah.
stood on an island and say, I do worry that the air's going to run out soon.
The air, well, okay, let me think. Give me a moment, please.
I mean, if it's a brand new island that's just been spat up out of the sea, then the air might be toxic, maybe?
I
That's
think
about the closest I can think.
that's the most likely to be evil as well, I'd say.
What? Because it's a baby and has to be baptized.
Absolutely.
Okay, first thing I'd prevent, uranium.
Okay.
All right.
There'll be no advanced civilizations on me.
You're playing the long game at this point.
Yeah.
You're really
I've
planning
got
for the
3
future.
things to choose here, guys. Am I allowed to do catch-all things like nothing fibrous?
Oh, wow.
No, I don't think that can. That's not an item. That's a description.
You know what? Let's keep that. I'll come back to this. I'm going to think about it. This is important to me.
Anyone else?
I'm going to rule out hate wanks. No hate wanks.
No, wait, well, that's not an item. That's an activity.
Oh, no, wait. I've got a second one. No argon.
Why no argon? What's argon
Yeah,
going
why
to do?
no argon? What's
Because
that?
I don't like inert
What's that
gas.
about?
I'm going to
It's
say
irrelevant.
no bridges. Just generally no bridges to other islands. In fact, no building materials. Is that too broad?
It's a bit too broad for an... I'm not allowed fibrous material.
All right. Nothing carbon-based.
Nothing carbon-based.
No, you're right. That's too broad again.
No carbon-based materials are allowed on your island.
Okay, no... Alright, fine. No uranium, no argon, and no bottled water. That's my choice. That's what I'm throwing down.
No left footwear.
Ooh.
No left footwear.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Ever? What if
Ever.
they make it on the island?
No, if they make any footwear that would fit that they put on their left foot, it just falls apart instantly.
But can it be done
Okay.
like slippers where they pretty much work for either foot if you don't really care?
If you put it on your left foot, it would just dissolve.
Good God.
Okay, so here's a question. I'm assuming we're done on Desert Island.
Okay.
I think they are if they have no uranium anyway.
There's no
Yeah,
future in
fuck
that
them.
island.
Nah.
What is your first time you've ever rage quit,
First time I ever rage quit.
or like the
man.
most notable one you can remember?
Most notable rage quit. I don't know. See, I never really put myself in a position where I'll rage quit. I tend to just play games that I enjoy. I mean, like, if we think more recently, playing Overwatch, it'll be those times when we've been playing for ages and I just get so frustrated, I'm like, I need to stop now. Like, I'm not having fun anymore.
I think it's only a rage quit if you quit mid-game, though.
True.
See, I read the question as being more like universal than that, because there are times, I'm sure, in school when I've been with a group of people doing a project and none of them have done anything remotely useful and I've just stormed off. I'd say that's rage quitting to a level.
Am I on my own? Oh my. These truly are the dark moments of the soul. Oh, I've lost connection to the server. How tremendous. Apparently the Wi-Fi decided to bugger off. This is why I think there's a Wi-Fi union.
Hello? Anybody here? No, toil alone. Just sitting here with my little Asuna toy, which is good. I've got a fantastic question for the whole room.
Ooh.
What is the
Yeah.
worst unwritten rule that we all follow?
The worst unwritten rule?
Yeah, like in everyday life, how there's a thing that like everybody sort of does, but it's actually just bad in general for the world.
Oof, I would say...
I would say in Britain...
helping each other.
Oh, man. Oh, my
Wow,
word.
that dark incredibly quick.
What was that?
No. The opposite of helping each other. So like people are really afraid to kind of help you. I guess it's not an unwritten rule so much as it just kind of happens.
Oh no, yeah. If somebody like drops something on like a bus or something, I don't know whether I should help, and I feel really awkward about it, and I should
Yeah.
just like straight away just be in there helping, but
Yeah. It's the same. Like I always look around to see if anybody else is gonna help first.
then everybody else does the same thing, so nobody helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everybody's fucking stuck in that paranoid, like, well, shit, do I go help? Or do I let that guy go help? Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Although, like, again, I don't think that counts because it's not really a rule.
No, I suppose not. But it's a thing that like
It's
we
an
all
unwritten
sort of do, I guess.
In Britain, I would say that we need to be more angry with people who cut in line or jump the queue, because We think that tutting and nodding our head like, oh my God, can you just mumbling is going to be enough, whereas we need to say to that person, oi, fuckwit, get to the back.
Yeah, you shit.
I feel like concealed carry would help with this. You know, somebody cuts you up and you tap them on the shoulder and you just give a cheek like pull aside of your jacket and they see that you have a handgun. They will scoot away. I can think of the best unwritten rule that we have.
Yeah.
Worst one I can't think of one at the moment, but the best one we have is that if there's like a set of urinals, you don't stand next to someone if there's space.
Yeah.
In fact, even if there's not space, like to have one empty urinal between each person, please don't take it. Just wait for like 30 seconds so I don't have to be rubbing shoulders with you while trying to pee. Please, I don't want to. Just don't do it.
Or, how about a new rule where there's at least 2 foot between urinals?
Yeah, maybe that'd be great. I'd love that too. That'd be better.
I would like. I think sometimes I think we can get a bit too lost in euphemism in this country. Like, oh, did you hear about Sarah and the thing? No, I didn't hear. What's the thing? Oh, I can't say. You know, the thing. And you're like, no, just tell me what it is.
Let's just say she ran around the bush too many times.
Yes.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What happened? Is she a gardening mishap? What happened?
Okay, let's just say she climbed that ladder once too many times.
So she got rope burns? What are we talking about here? What's going on?
Okay, let's just say she didn't lock that door quite tight enough.
Oh, I'm with you. She got bombed.
I always assume when somebody says something like that, it's always somebody over the age of 50, and they're always talking about somebody being gay.
Yeah.
That's the only time you're ever just like, they're a bit, a little bit,
You know, he's a
every
bit.
time.
He's a bit fancy in the trousers.
That is true. Like there's so many people that are still afraid to say that somebody might be gay or something. They're like, they're a little bit, you just kind of like, gay?
He works for the coal board. You know what I mean? No. No, I really don't know what you mean.
I've got a quick little one. This one should be relatively quick to answer. What's easier done than said?
Easier done than said.
Yeah. I can think of one.
Silence?
Oh!
A riddle, is
More
it?
of a riddle.
That's a great answer.
I was going to say onomatopoeia.
Yeah, that's good as well.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing it like that. I was trying to think of real world scenarios, like what's
I
easier
was
than
just being a dick.
not eating
Well,
cakes
but it-
would be great.
But
one
it
for
kind of
me.
is like saying the word onomatopoeia is harder than saying boom, which is in itself onomatopoeia.
These are really good answers.
Yeah. But then I have had a moment to think about it because I read it.
Yeah. Just gonna say, I think any New Year's resolution is pretty much gonna be easy. It's one of those things, if you say that you're gonna go to the gym every day, then just saying that usually makes you feel better, and then you don't go to the gym every day because oh yeah, I'm going to go to the gym every day, and you've just kind of got rid of it in your head.
Don't know if this counts as the right thing, but following on from what Puppet has just said, when you're lying in bed after doing nothing all day, and you're like, you know what, it's going to be tomorrow, I'm going to do all the stuff. You somehow believe it yourself that tomorrow is the day, and it's never the fucking day.
Agreed.
Every single time.
All right, here's a question. What's a bad thing that everyone should experience at least once?
Oh,
now
bad thing that everybody should experience at least once.
Yeah, now I'm gonna give an answer which I've never actually experienced, but I would quite like to be in a fight because it seems like a bad experience, but just one of those things that.
All right.
I believe you're correct.
I think I've been in a fight. I've had a black eye and stuff, and it's like it's definitely a thing that I don't know if it's changed anything. I don't know if it actually does make you different in any way, really.
Oh, no,
I know. Not really. The last time I was in a fight, though, was when I was a kid, so I don't think it counts.
No. I was only in a fight as a kid. But the only thing it did for me was reaffirm that being punched isn't that bad, and that having a black eye just makes everyone think you're cool. So, It probably wasn't the lesson I needed to learn.
That's again, being punched as a kid, not the same, I think, as being punched as an adult.
Probably.
I think that,
You're less jelly-like.
I think as an adult as well, when you get into a fight, it's never going to be over something stupid. It's normally going to be an actual reason. So it's not going to be a stupid kid thing. So it's more likely to get to a very violent point. Because when you're an adult and you have like hopefully fully grown functioning brain, if you get to the point where you're going to be hitting somebody, usually you're well past the point of reason at all.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
alcohol is only a factor once you become an adult.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that. I don't know. I mean, as a kid, we used to drink a fair, not overly much, but probably as much as any kid does drink. And I never got in a drunk fight as a kid, but I do know people who did. I knew a kid who got in a fight with the pavement every time he had a sip of alcohol. Like he would just sit there punching the floor. Yeah, it's a thing.
No, my answer to that question though, I think everybody should be horrifically betrayed in a relationship at least once.
Oh, Jesus.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a deep one.
Just because then you will never do it to anybody else, and the world will generally become better.
Yeah.
Because
Not necessarily. Some people are vindictive.
true, but that feeling is possibly the worst feeling I've felt as a human, and
Yeah.
I imagine it's polarizing whether people should think that, whether everybody else thinks that this should happen to people or it shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I really think it should, because most people will never do something to make somebody else feel that way after you've properly felt it, because fuck, it's painful.
Yeah. I was gonna say heartbreak or
Yeah.
something.
Good word. Good word.
But what was the question?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, it's one of those things like I've seen or read, I guess, a lot of people saying that there's a cycle to it where, you know, a boy hurts a girl hurts a boy hurts a girl, and stuff like that. I'm not sure how true that is. I think everyone's kind of just a dick naturally. And if you don't learn what it is to be fucked over, then
People are dicks naturally.
Yeah, but people learn from pain, like, you know, putting your hand in a fire type deal. I'd like to think that people would be like, oh, that was uncomfortable. Let's not do anything like that ever.
like honestly,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where I heard an argument made that bullying is getting worse nowadays because if a kid makes fun of someone or hurts someone as a kid, and you hurt another kid and you see them get hurt by it emotionally, then more often than not the kid's gonna think like, oh, that's not nice. Bullies kind of do it to get a rise out of someone, but if it looks like they've genuinely hurt the other person, then it tends to stop it. Or if the person's laughing at themselves, but that's a different kettle of fish. But you can't do that if you're online, if you're on a phone or on the internet. If you genuinely hurt someone, you'll never know about it, and it won't
It
make
becomes
you
very
feel bad.
anonymous.
Yeah.
And then you just keep doing it because, you know, it doesn't make any difference to you. So,
This got very fucking deep, didn't it?
yeah.
And that's Scrabble, man. That's what happened.
that's Scrabble for you.
I don't know if it counts as something bad, but I think everybody should basically try every food once. And in that there's going to be some food you don't like. But then again, it's also the thing, if you don't enjoy most foods the first time you have them, or a lot of foods the first time you have them, you have to have them over and over and over again to enjoy it.
Are we talking like human flesh as well? Is that how far this goes?
What's that?
Are we
Not
talking
for
like
me, no.
human flesh? Do we try that as well?
Do we try the flesh of a man?
Do we? If we try in every
Philosophical,
food?
deep
I think
question.
if I was, I actually think if I was stranded on like say if I was in Alive, you know, where the plane crashed in the Andes,
Yeah.
and the rugby team had to eat like the pilot or some shit. I think I'd be okay with eating a person if they were already dead.
As long as you don't eat their brain.
Well, yeah. Like I wouldn't be going, let's barbecue up, boys. It would be, you know, I'd be okay with it. You know, I think I'd be all right with just going.
It's survival.
Needs must.
Yeah.
Might as well kill the dead dude. I mean, eat the dead dude. I've got a question for you. Why I do my answer?
Okay.
If you ruled the world for 1 week, what would you do?
Get
What happens
laid.
after the week? Do I get to keep any of my ill-gotten gains?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's you can affect change in the time rather like. I have no idea of the circumstances, but let's just say you rule the world, you can affect change and do things, and maybe
Only for 1 week.
yeah, but
But the
only for
effects
1
are
week.
lingering.
Say, so you don't get the wealth of say being in charge the week after or whatever.
Okay, I would take away
So
the air.
you just got to do good things.
don't have to do good things.
No, that's true. You could be an asshole.
I would sink Australia.
I love that
Send
Toil-
everyone
Toil.
to Australia. Was that?
Toil just went straight to, you don't have to do good things, Dave.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, that's the thing. You rule the world. Just do what you want. I wouldn't sink Australia. I'd probably put Australia back to being a prison island.
I wouldn't sink Australia. As if that's a thing you could actually do.
Now,
Got a lot of
Toil,
nukes.
Toil, can I ask?
I'm down for destroying the planet. Let's sink Australia. Fuck it.
On this new
Yes.
island, Toil, are you allowed fibrous items?
Does Australia have fibrous items?
I think it's rich with fibrous items.
I think
Okay.
they're all poisonous as well.
Fibrous items, but no air. Anybody else have an answer for?
I would ban Monopoly.
Really?
You ban Monopoly in the week that you ruled the world.
Yeah. First act.
That's all you do. You'd be like, I hereby say, no more Monopoly.
Actually, no, shit. I would make, I'd make science and reading illegal.
That went
Hear me
the
out.
opposite direction I expected.
Oh my word.
Yeah, that went the complete opposite.
Okay, but think
to what
about
I
it.
thought was going to happen.
What is more enticing than illegal things? If you make something illegal, people are going to want it really badly.
That's very true.
So basically, yes, I am creating a dystopia, but only in order so that we can create dystopian protagonists and make the world a better place.
That makes sense until you consider that there's a lot of illegal things that people still don't do because they're just shite.
Mm.
Like, moonshine's illegal, and most people don't make it in this country because it's easy enough to just get actual, not terrible alcohol. So I mean, like, if you make science and reading illegal, a lot of people are just going to be like, yay.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Maybe I didn't...
Religion will have a serious upswing as well because there'll be nothing else to do, but,
Yeah, very true. Yeah, that's a possibility. Religion will be vindicated.
No, I found a question, but the actual question is not what I'm interested in.
Okay.
Okay.
The question is about, has anybody ever experienced a happy ending at a massage parlor?
Oh,
Okay.
whoa, okay.
That's not what I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is, if you were at a massage parlor, just getting a massage, and then they started trying to give you a happy ending, how do you shoot that down? Because you're there.
What?
You're
So if
probably
they, well, I
oil-
imagine they wouldn't want to do it unless you ask.
They have to
wouldn't
offer
just be
it.
like,
Or they-
let's go for the happy ending, see if we can secure it.
No, because
you
they
know?
get money for it. They get more money. That's how it works, isn't it?
No,
Yeah,
they
but they-
have
they-
to ask you if you wanted it.
Yeah, otherwise they'd stand the chance of being like I don't know.
Okay,
like
it's not
people being
legal
like,
in
no.
the first place. So,
No, exactly.
yeah.
I don't think Dave's saying it's like, what Dave said is, it's not like a free sample where they go like, no,
Yeah.
do you want a bit more?
Even if it was a free sample, you still don't want any of it. How are you just like, no, please? Because you're sat there, you're probably slightly oily and naked, and you're just like, how do I stop this woman from touching me?
Please, miss, put away the cocktail stick.
What?
Free sample. That's how free samples are dealt out.
I don't think you understand anything we're talking about right now. I feel like a good way of shooting them down would be to do that thing that cats do, where you just gently put your hand on theirs and push away. Like very relaxed. You're just like, no,
No, not today.
not today.
I think
Next week.
Now.
if you could just ejaculate immediately and go, that was nothing to do with you, I owe you nothing, and walk out of the room. I mean, if you
It
can.
could,
If you've got the power.
you realise that you still have to get awkwardly dressed after that.
No, you look at
Yeah, you do it while staring at
Yeah,
them.
exactly, you
So
look at
dominant.
them,
I thought
stare
it was
them
just
down.
like orgasm
The whole thing
and
was
walk
great.
out dramatically with no clothes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
pretty much.
You've got bigger issues than the whole happy ending fiasco at that point, though, I think.
Yeah, very true.
Getting arrested for one.
I've got another question for you.
Oh, I'm ready for it. You give it to me, Dave.
What is your favourite expletive?
My favourite what?
Expletive, in other words, swear word.
Does blasphemy count?
Yeah.
Is that a swear
Yeah,
word?
absolutely.
Like, that's the thing. Like, it's probably not my favourite. There are ones I enjoy more, but I say Jesus Christ with quite some regularity.
Yeah, with some gusto.
I say it loud, and I say it often. So,
I often say Jesus Christ. I sometimes get annoyed with myself because I'm not religious in the slightest.
it's very anti-religion to say Jesus Christ, isn't it?
Well,
Lord's name in vain and all that.
Yeah, they're very true.
I mean, yeah, but I think that it only is anti-religion if you believe in the religion in the first place, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because it's still, if you say it around somebody who's very orthodox, you're going to upset them. So
Yeah, very true.
But that's why
So-
it still counts as a swear word, because it's still offending someone. So it's definitely still a swear.
Dave's constant use of trash counts as well, then.
Trash. No, that's not an expletive either. It's just a word.
But it is insulting, so that would make it a swear, which is basically what an expletive is.
Nah, it wouldn't make it a swear.
Are we talking like American TV where they bleep it out?
Well, I was thinking just like what an actual swear word is. But like my favourite would be
Oh, fucking, oh. I hate.
like
I
I know it's like kind of an obvious one, but I do like genuinely like that word. It's nice. It's abrupt. It hits. It's good. I love it.
I hate it. I was going to make a joke by actually saying it, but I hate it so much I'm not gonna.
You actually dislike that word.
There's another word that is nowhere near as vulgar in general, but I hate that as
Yeah.
well.
Really?
Yeah, I might spell it out.
Is it twat? No.
You can't do that word.
Yeah.
Really?
See, I actually dislike that word as well.
I don't know why. I just really don't like it.
Yeah, it's really weird. I think it's like the open-ended vowels. Like, if for some reason that's like worse to me than poop
Yeah,
or
it's-
shit.
It's the phonetic, strangely.
I like a classic. I'm a big bollocks man.
Ah, bollocks. Yeah,
It's just
that is a good
it
one.
rolls
Are we
off the tongue. It's ours. I mean, it's like ours and Australia's only. You say it anywhere else, they don't know what you're talking about. They don't beep it, and you can really get your mouth around those bollocks. Ah, bollocks.
Apart, like, there are quite a few Americans that like love to hear it though and try and use it like, and they always end up using it wrong.
I think those Americans, though, I appreciate it because they usually have a good knowledge of British comedy, and they have an appreciation, and they're like, they know they can use it.
Are we going with British ones then? How far can you go up and it's still a swear? Like bugger? Is bugger counting?
Yeah, because
Yeah, bugger's definitely a swear
Definitely
word
a swear word.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like
because of what it means.
yeah, but in Overwatch, Tracer says bugger and wanker, and
Yeah, but I think that's because they know that their target audience, most of them won't know what those words
Yeah,
are.
it's
guess.
definitely an English thing. They're like, well, those crazy English, they just say whatever they like. That means nothing over here.
It is.
Those aren't real words.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a Canadian company, I think, right? Blizzard?
yeah,
Is it? I had no
I
idea.
believe it is. And it's an all-age game, so the fact that, you know, a character in it who is clearly British and has an incredibly strong British accent says wanker and bugger, there's no way they don't know what they're doing there, and I'm surprised it's not been called on, to be honest.
I think the thing is the only people who really care about that are Australians and British, and
Yeah.
we don't really care. We're going to find it funnier if we don't tell them that, and we
Yeah.
just have
Yeah.
it as an in-joke.
Yeah.
I think that there's something in the British psyche as well. We will let something go. It can be offensive as long as it's funny.
See, do you remember the Left 4 Dead 2 advertising things? Because there was a couple of things with that. Like, one of them was the original Left 4 Dead logo was a hand grasping up and the thumb had been ripped off. So it was just four
okay.
fingers.
Yeah.
The sequel, Left 4 Dead 2, same thing, except for they ripped off the ring and pinky finger, so it was just two fingers.
Yeah.
But it was obviously the back of the hand facing forward, so basically you had a massive...
Fuck you.
Yeah, a massive hand giving you a V sign, which obviously in America, not an issue. In England, it is technically a swear, but none of us really care about it. But they still got complaints, and they still had to take it down. Because I remember walking through Piccadilly Station, seeing a massive zombie hand flipping me off, and then I was like, "That's really funny." And then I found out that a lot of people got really annoyed at it. But then again, I guess it's because it was in a massive train station. There are people who are sensitive to that.
Oh, jeez.
But isn't that fascinating that just from, even though we're all on the same planet, just from one country to another, just a middle finger in America and Britain is offensive, and just that extra one, just one more can mean, and it's like going to Japan and sort of giving someone a thumbs up, and you suddenly find out that means I'm going to fuck your mother or something like that.
Yeah,
those cultural differences.
That's a legit thing.
Yeah, fantastic. I love that stuff.
There was an animation I was working on that was going to be nationalized or internationalized, I guess. And the director had told us to make the character do a thumbs up, and they said, no, this is going to other countries, and I know what that means in other countries. So I think I saved us a lawsuit at that point.
I like the nonchalantness of the two-fingered swear.
Yeah.
Throwing up the bird feels very aggressive, but I feel like you can give somebody a sort of downturned side of the mouth sort of pout and just randomly flip up the fingers, and it's very sort of casual insult. You wouldn't normally throw up the middle one at your friend as they're leaving, and they'd call something back, giving you a little heckle, but you would definitely throw up the two and just be like, fuck off.
It is, again, it's like the British wanker thing. It's a soft swear word. It's it is offensive, but even if you said it in the most aggressive way, or you flicked two fingers in the most aggressive way, it's still a bit funny. No one's really gonna take that much offence at it.
The best example for Britain and swearing and Australia is because we can drop it quite casually. Whereas in America, you'd probably get put in prison for saying it.
Yeah,
might be a touch extreme.
Yeah, it's definitely a big deal to Americans and stuff.
I didn't realise it was that much of a thing.
Oh yeah,
because some of the girls I grew up with are basically trying to reclaim it, which is a whole different thing. But I hear it so much that I'm just kind of desensitized to it. I tend to not use it because I know a lot of people do get really offended by it. So it's not in my vocabulary.
It's interesting because I think it is still potentially the most offensive word in the English language, but we still, as a nation, go it's just a fucking word.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but it's quickly being taken over in a sense. If somebody calls you a in the street, it's kind of what a piece of shit. But if somebody calls you a paedophile, you're oh shit, I need to make sure everybody knows I'm not a paedophile.
Yeah, because that could legitimately ruin your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's all becoming very relative to the situation, I think.
Do you know the Daily Show? Jon Stewart used to do it.
Yeah.
He they did a piece once where they sent someone across to cover our election a few years ago, and at one point he was like, "Now for all of our American viewers, do please realise there's a language difference." And he got two old ladies in a tea room going, "Here's to you, you c***." And then he just walked around London going, "C***, hey." And then people were just like, "Hey," as he said it. And because it
That's pretty good.
It comes back to that thing, as long as it's funny, as long as we enjoy it, we don't find it offensive. But as you say, it is still offensive to a lot of people.
I went to the shop to buy some fizzy drink to have with my rum because I needed it. I bought a chocolate bar while I was there. I'm not a huge fan of Whispers.
Okay.
But I've been having them a little bit more recently, so I decided to go with a Whisper Gold.
Okay.
A bit of caramel in there as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is disgusting.
Oh.
Really? Oh,
I can't think of anything sweet that I've eaten that has been worse in the last few years.
Then a Whisper Gold?
A Whisper Gold.
Just literally chocolate and caramel. It's what don't you like about
What's
it?
the magic combination?
Texture, the flavour seems weird. I'm just saying.
It
I know
seems
this
crazy
is different to majority opinion, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it's a subjective thing. You're entitled to not like something.
I'm
In
entitled
fact,
to my correct opinion.
your correct opinion.
Who's on my tiles? Get your filthy mess off my tiles.
Oh,
You.
sorry, I was just looking
You boy.
around. Man, my tiles are not good right now.
Rapscallions.
What cartoon character resembles you the most, either physically or in personality?
Now, I can give you an
Johnny
answer.
Bravo.
I can give you an answer that someone else gave me.
Okay.
Someone once told me that I looked inexplicably like Nanny from Count Duckula.
Okay. So that's a thing.
Now, I can hear someone typing Nanny from Count Duckula into their keyboard.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. That's amazing. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
I don't know if it's true. I don't think it's true.
No, I wouldn't agree, but it's still fucking
It's
funny.
hilarious. Wow.
So I'll give you that answer, Dave.
It's just that seemed to come out of nowhere. Just like Nanny, but what a throwback. Like, geez, I've not seen that show since I was literally like so small. Like, I don't really remember any of the stories or anything. I
No.
just remember that it existed.
He was a vegetarian, I think, and that's all I remember.
I am going to
I
give...
remember Nanny having a cake, and it was harder than a brick, and it was used to like break things and stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd completely forgotten that this was a character.
Okay.
Wow.
I
Whoever said that was a very specific diss. Like, they've researched that insult.
Oh,
I
no.
tell you what I've actually thought myself before, but nobody's ever said it to me, so I don't know whether or not anybody else will ever get this. But I've always considered myself to look and be slightly personality-wise like Spotty from Super Ted.
Yeah,
So,
I can see that.
I don't know why, but also, alternatively, either of the bananas in pajamas.
Oh man, no, I'm going with Spotty, man. That's
Yeah.
another throwback, but that is fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
I don't know why. It's just the first one when I hadn't thought about it like in a while. But as soon as you said it, the only one I could think of, Spotty.
Yeah.
My God.
What, do you say that as like a personality thing, or do you genuinely think you look like Spotty?
I mean, a little bit of personality, but I've got a Spotty vibe going on, you know. As you do.
You are bright yellow and have a massive red mohawk. That's
That's how I live
Yeah,
my life.
very true. And covered with green spots.
yeah. Mine isn't as niche, but I've been told I've been referred to as Shaggy off of Scooby Doo and Beaker off of Muppets, who I think counts as a cartoon character more or less.
Oh man, Beaker is the one that I go for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
he's not a cartoon, but that one, yeah.
Which
I
I
forgot
mean,
about
out of the two of them, if I had to choose, I'd prefer to be Shaggy. But yeah,
But with Beaker though, that was more for us. Like, it was a
Okay.
very particular time
it's when I had
When
the
you
kind
had
of
a-
ginger hair and yeah,
and a particular haircut as
yeah,
well.
It's fair.
Oh, that's pretty good. Who's not answered this one yet?
Me,
Wow.
I'm just thinking now, what would I be?
I mean, you can be Super Ted if you want. You can join me.
I don't think so. I'm not heroic
You
enough.
do the hands on hips thing though.
That's
The hero pose.
Yeah, the hero pose.
I just did punch my hips and it hurt.
just general all superheroes do that, isn't it?
Just like his famous catchphrase, I've just hit myself. And it hurt a bit.
I just hit myself and it hurts.
I'd like to say Freakazoid.
Oh,
Mm.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd take that. I'd like that
Yeah,
one.
Freakazoid.
awesome.
That'd be great.
I can
You
see
are
that.
larger than life as a character. And mad.
And slightly insane. I'll
Yeah.
take it. I'll take Freakazoid.
Nice.
Thank you all very much.
Then the
I'm going to put all of these on the screen so that everybody knows what we're talking about, because I don't think anybody remembers
is
them.
Super Ted incredibly like British as well?
I feel like Super Ted and
Freakazoid
Count
isn't.
Duckula are
No,
very
Freakazoid
British.
isn't. Count Duckula and
Because Count Duckula was
the same
fairly
as
sure that
Danger
that
Mouse,
was-
right?
yeah, it
Yeah.
With Jason.
Cosgrove Hall.
Hmm.
It's Cosgrove Hall, I think.
What is your favourite character from back in the day?
Favourite character from back in the day?
For
What, some,
example,
like, old-
Penny Crayon, I think, is the greatest fictional character that has ever existed.
It's a good choice. It's a good choice.
Damn.
See, I wouldn't say this is like my favourite character, but it's one of the characters who I remember as like one of my oldest memories is Parsley the Lion.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for some reason, just that character is in my head and has been there for a very long time. Oh, don't give me the weeb.
Leave Asuna alone. She's the best. She is my waifu.
Does anyone remember Reboot?
Yes.
Oh, I remember Reboot.
Yeah.
I used to watch the shit
That
out of
was a
that.
great
Stop
show.
trying to hit my weeb. Go and take your damn go.
I'm taking my go.
It doesn't work anyway, because when you do it, it will just ping back to my hand.
Aww. Sorry. I'll get you yet, weeb. I do remember Reboot. I had a couple of action figures as a kid, and I had an action figure of the red booby one with the faces that change, and she had little masks, and you could take them off and change them. It was great.
Sounds kind of creepy, but sure.
I'm going to go a bit further and say Captain Bucky O'Hare.
Oh,
Captain
I
Bucky
remember
O'Hare.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I had a toy of him when I was a
I had a
kid.
toy of that one as well.
Yeah, Bucky O'Hare is amazing.
He was just a green rabbit, a green space rabbit.
Oh, he was a captain, I think you'll
He
find.
was a
Dave.
captain.
He was
Yeah, but
so
he
much
was
more than a
a
rabbit.
green space rabbit captain.
You're distilling this man, this rabbit, down to so little. He was so much more than that. He was going to croak us some toads.
He was going to.
Oh yeah, that's very true. There were toads, evil toads, evil toads.
The best. I really like Penny Crayon, but the best soundtrack or like theme music is what was it called again?
Doesn't sound good.
I really should remember this. It's incredibly Scottish, which counts for half of my life.
Family Nest. Family Nest.
Family Nest.
Family Nest.
Yeah.
Ooh, the quality of that song. Unbelievable, kid.
Synaxis,
I always wanted
can we splice in the Family Nest theme?
Yes.
I'll get spliced, I think.
Yeah,
I always wanted a pistol
It's a whistle.
Perfect. We
Did
don't
you
even
not
need
know
the music.
Hey
I
guys.
didn't even know the words.
Hey guys.
It's alright. We can get together and do a sing along for the outro. That'd be great.
I'm sorry. I've just been down to the bottom of the garden and among the birds and the bees.
Oh my
There live a
God.
lot of little
There lived a
people.
lot of little people.
They call the pipes and peas.
They
Do
look
you
really
remember the
full.
snorks?
They
Yeah,
look really
snorks,
full lines
yeah,
for
yeah.
donkeys.
Come and play with the snorks.
I don't even remember that one, to be honest.
No, it was a very American one, I think.
Probably the issue. Them and their terrible TV.
They were sort of underwater Smurfs, weren't they?
Yeah. My favourite character that I can think of from when I was a kid was probably a Power Ranger.
Heyo.
A Power Ranger.
Anyone in
Yeah,
particular?
but I'm-
Was it the Green Ranger?
I'm probably thinking it was probably a Zord.
Was it the Turtle Zord? Because the Turtle Zord was cool.
That was cool. That was from the second line of Zords. You know what? I think it was the Pink Ranger was my favourite because I think I had a crush on her when I was a kid.
Everyone had a crush on the Pink Ranger.
Yeah, Amy Jo Johnson. Damn.
Hmm.
It's a risky one, and I'm willing to accept it as fake. But boom.
Cray.
What about that? Cray? As in cray cray? Okay, if you want a question to end this off with,
Go.
we've got what board game always ends badly?
What always ends badly?
Monopoly.
Scrabble. Monopoly. Monopoly does
Scrabble.
actually, yeah, legit always end badly.
Monopoly. We've already got a consensus on this. Monopoly.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, final scores. Toil on 28.
Final scores.
Dave on 71. Puppet on 97. And Sir Quips on 150.
Oh,
Good God.
Good God.
So-
The professional wins again.
The key is it's the 2-letter words. If you want to win at Scrabble, learn those 2-letter words, gentlemen.
I'll tell you what the key is.
Oh!
Quite
Well
enough
played.
of that, I think you'll find.
Well played, everybody.
It's enjoyable Scrabble times. I really enjoyed the rules.
Well, there you go, everyone. Another podcast from me, Adam,
Bye.
John,
Bye.
and Toil.
That's what you get caught. Bye!
Bye.